they contribute a lot of this predictive programming to is actually the energy from the event in time.
Got it. So like, who were the people in the back of the truck in Back to the Future?
Those were Israelis, right?
Absolutely not. I mean, what the f?
Welcome to Deep Waters.
Where are you going right now?
So they crank the 5G up, and then we just all get shaken and bacon microwave. I love it.
I didn't say that, you absolute moron.
There was no dinosaurs. Those were Nephilim giants from the Bible.
And Lucifer is in the Vatican?
Yes.
Oh, okay, got it.
I think space is probably like just a giant liquid. Build it up, steal the wealth. When it's about to collapse, release the gays.
Are you going to get the jab?
Never.
Conspiracy Social Club, aka Deep Waters.
We're in it, dude. Welcome to Deep Waters. I'm Sam Tripoli. This is the Dylan Wren, and on the ones and two, Ryan, white boy Ryan. Ryan, what is your last name again? I always forget it.
Smith.
Is it really Ryan Smith?
My girlfriend's last name's Smith too.
Oh, really? She's like, I want to change my name.
Oh my god!
So exciting. So exciting. And her dad has to be excited because in a weird way, his name continues.
No, I thought about that. 'Cause he's only got daughters.
Oh, yeah, me too, dude. I'm just gonna have to go out there and get some work done. Dylan goes and does Comedy Chaos, a legendary show, this last Tuesday. Ryan, you should have came, but you're too busy chronically masturbating. Should have came
You
out.
gotta cut that out, dude. Chronically masturbating. What's with the deer in the headlights look? You gotta stop chronically masturbating.
Why do we got cut? What? Should I keep crushing?
Ryan's mic has not been on the whole time.
Okay.
That's okay.
I mean,
it's okay.
there's worse things that happen. There's worse things in this world.
I think it's a great start to the show so far, though.
So Dylan went up. Dylan, give yourself a score, 1 to 10. How do you think you did on Comedy Chaos?
4. Nobody wants to hear me talk about doing stand-up.
No, I want to
comedy.
hear. We want to talk, Dylan.
It was an amazing night. I'm eternally
Dylan,
grateful.
let's
for
talk about what'd you do. What'd you think? You went up there. What happened? Did you have fun? Did you have fun, Dylan?
It was the most fun. I mean, how can you not have fun going on stage?
Dylan, can I tell you?
Store?
Can I describe Dylan's look to you? Dylan's look on stage was like he walked in and a ghost making love to his mother. That was the look on his face while he was on stage.
You can see behind the facade of people that go on stage. My face was not that. You saw the bottom layer. My face was, hey, what's up, everybody? I've done this before. I was totally cool, calm, and collected, and it was absolutely fine. And I was not intimidated getting walked back to the green room while Tony Rock was on stage, absolutely murdering. It was a hell of a
deep waters,
night.
bro.
Deep
You were in
fucking
deep
waters.
Comedy Chaos, the deepest of all the waters. 17 more sellouts. If we do 17 more, it might be a wrap up on the show.
What do you mean wrap
be
up
an
on
end.
the show? You're gonna
go
end
on
it?
top, 100 sellouts. I'm debating on it right now.
All right.
I'm masturbating on it
Well,
right
listen,
now.
it's a great show. If you're ever in Los Angeles, you have to go to the Comedy Store for Comedy Chaos.
I gave away a ton of weed.
Yeah, oh my gosh, that green room, everybody, so much weed up in there.
So much
dude.
weed. It's
Everybody's
like weed.
getting so
yeah,
baked.
dude, we do it. We do it right. Anyways, Dylan, if you want to see Sam Tripoli live, I'm going to be in La Jolla this next weekend.
La
Well, this comes out on
Jolla.
Sunday, so technically it's this weekend.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this weekend. So come see me, and I have Brian Moses from the International Success Roast Battles. He'll be featuring for me, getting ready for his special. Guys, watched my special last night. Basically almost done.
So funny.
Down to 50 minutes, cutting out the end. Gonna say that to rework that into the next special. Really sad. I have this great bit about how gay guys are afraid of COVID, which is so weird.
Are or are not.
They are. They were so afraid of COVID, which was so weird.
Yeah.
That demographic is afraid of that virus.
Because
Isn't
they
that
weren't
weird?
afraid of AIDS. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. That was an AIDS joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that didn't make the cut. So I'm going to keep working that one. I got to just put that out to the world. Bang, bang, pow.
Hey, Rye, I got to tell you, this Swedish apple mint is actually fantastic.
So what happened? You guys imported?
Well, there's a Zinn shortage right now, so Ryan has gone across the Atlantic to our brethren in Sweden. Sweden or Switzerland? Sweden.
What'd you call cousin?
Yeah. Dude, you're banging a cousin of yours.
I mean, she's Swedish too? You guys are the same?
No, she's Jewish.
Jew chicks are the best, bro. You're so blessed. They're the best.
So blessed. All right, so we have a lot to get into.
Does she get upset with our talk on what's happening over there? And that's all we're going to talk about, Dylan, no matter how hard your nipples got right there.
Well, dude, I wanted to start this show so badly because Ryan and Sam were engaged in a
SamTripoli.com for all my days.
Ludicrous conversation about how women want to bang dogs. And if you see a woman with a paw tattooed, it doesn't mean that there was a lost best friend somewhere in the past. It means that she wants to dogs.
Yeah, I mean, we can't talk about that on YouTube for sure.
Well, we're not going to talk about it. You guys were talking about it. We have a lot to get into.
You should put the raw stuff on Rockfin, like that raw talk.
We shouldn't put anything on
We'll call it Dylan's Raw Talk.
It's Conspiracy Christmas once again.
Always.
Okay.
Always.
We're going to talk about the beautiful portrait that was
unbelievable
commissioned by the Royals. We're going to talk about possibly the stolen crown jewels. We have got some more 9/11 stuff to get into.
That's 3/11.
And I want to possibly. Oh, dude, was listening to RFK on a podcast.
Kill Tony?
Was he on Kill Tony?
Yeah, he did the forum, and it was funny because he actually did jokes about his family throwing him under the bus. I was like, "Good for you, RFK."
He's the best. Let's not go crazy. Okay. So we begin, though, with an altercation I had this morning in the parking lot of this building.
Oh, snap.
We talked about it last week, double parking, right? Can you go to the text and pull up that picture? I would like to show this guy's license plate just in case anybody in our fan base can dox. I would really love this guy to be doxed.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I mean, that is just effing believable. And here's the thing, dude. Here's the thing. It's an empty lot. Like, bro, I'm just telling you, there's part of me that just want to go vigilante and just start shanking fucking tires.
Well, this man, I was sitting in my car listening to something in preparation for the show, and he pulled in like that. I was like, wow, what a great blessing. I actually get to see the crime committed in person.
Yeah.
And he gets out of his car, and I roll my window down, and I go, you double parked, you know that? And he goes, what's that? I mean, this guy is like out of a Scorsese movie, but the mob doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
And definitely not in Calabasas, so drop the shtick.
Yeah.
So he comes over
What's
to
the
me.
Calabasas mob about?
I have no idea.
Baking goods? They run the baking good industry?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but... He goes, what's that? Didn't hear you. And I go, you double parked. And he goes, oh, yeah, I do it on purpose to piss guys like you off.
Oh,
and
well, I kind of like this guy.
He walks off, and I was just laughing. It's such a ridiculous thing to say. But, I don't know if this kind of behavior is too dissimilar to a serial killer. I mean, this man is walking around.
Yeah. How old would you say he is?
50s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you're just a little dick bitch. That's all I gotta say.
I mean,
there's nothing worse than a double parker.
Who walks around actively trying to piss off?
I'm just telling you, I'm about 2 more of these away from getting a ski mask going around in vigilante style.
Yeah, I mean,
this shit.
What
I'm
the
telling
hell?
you, snap.
We've got wheat thins. You have to call an attendant at CVS to get wheat thins. So now is the perfect time to commit vigilante justice.
Yeah, for sure. Part of me just went shink, bang.
So
it just, listen, the biggest problem with society right now is no one respects social norms and contracts. That there is a way to do that, and there's 2 lines. Your car isn't that nice. It's not that. It's a Mercedes.
You have a tire in the back of your car.
Yeah,
I mean,
you are hot. You are
trash.
hot garbage trash.
Like, it actually makes me think, like, is this
Is this a false flag operation?
I know.
Because the top is open. He's begging. He's begging for someone to put glitter in there, or just F with his shit.
Dude, it's like
how lovable is this guy? He wants to glitter bomb somebody as an act of terrorism.
Yeah.
And maybe, dude, he has had his tires smashed or cut. That's why he brings a tire with him.
Can you imagine if the Khmer Rouge had people like Ryan in it? How many lives could have been spared?
What's gonna glitter them?
But yeah, no, I hate this human being. But yeah, no, it reminds me of there was a show called Bait Car.
Oh yeah. Maybe he's baiting you.
They had to pull off the air because it was entrapment.
100%.
Yeah, and
100.
I totally get that it's entrapment and it's a sick show and possibly a racist show, but also
how's it racist?
Well, because they went into the hood and only did it to black people. I mean, the entire show was just arresting black guys.
Well, that's why they're dumb.
Well,
you know what's the funniest thing? I forget what was.
Here's the point, though. If just because an Escalade is running and the door's open doesn't mean you need to steal it.
100%.
Right? So just don't take the car. But it was a very, very controversial show and a wrong show, exploitative. It's like my 600-pound life.
Do it in a white trash town and just gotta get one.
Yeah, do it on the outskirts of Reno.
Oh, I forgot what the show was, but there was some show out there. Oh, okay, I got it. It was the first 48, right? Mm-hmm. So there was so much black crime being committed on the first 48 that they had to make a counter show, which was scripted reenactments of all white people committing crimes.
Yeah.
So that's how they counterbalance it. They're the show's doing huge.
Yeah,
we have to make a show where we show you the 4 white crimes we found out about.
Well, yeah, we cannot pull this off the air. People love it way too much. But listen, we have got to get into Conspiracy Christmas. We talked about 9/11 last. Well, that's not.
Is that the new name of the show though? Conspiracy Christmas.
Well, it's not. Deepwater's AKA Conspiracy Christmas.
I like that.
Rye, go to the first tab. No, that is that. Well, should we start with a fun conspiracy?
No, let's get into some. We already had a fun conspiracy.
Stevie Wonder's not blind.
Okay.
Okay. So there is this. Yeah, let's do 9/11 off the top. Have you seen this Gillette commercial from 1995?
No.
Oh my God! Go ahead and roll it.
Pictures so real you won't believe your eyes. Dolby Prologic surround sound so exciting your eyes won't believe your ears. The ultimate home cinema televisions from Phillips. Including 100 Hertz flicker-free pictures and widescreens. Phillips, let's make things better.
Whoa!
I mean, my God, dude.
Unbelievable.
Right?
Predictive. So I forget what it's called. We did a podcast on it way early in Tinfoil Hat. This is back when my old co-host was there, Off the Grid Ryan, who just is a crazy person. And
hope you're well.
I do too. He just gets in where he won't call. Anyways, so he had somebody on, or he did research on this thing that an event is so big in time that it ripples both forwards.
Oh, sick.
And in the future and in the past.
Yeah.
And that's what they contribute a lot of this predictive programming to, is actually the energy from the event in time.
Got it. So who were the people in the back of the truck in Back to the Future?
Those were Israelis, right?
Absolutely not. I mean, what the fuck? Can we play this this Instagram reel real quick? I think it's muted, so just be careful. This is so fucking hilarious. Zoom in on it. So the meme is when your dad finds out that you believe 19 desert ninjas with box cutters made 3 skyscrapers.
Dude, that's the best.
Disappear with 2 airplanes. Go ahead.
Why would you do that to your dad?
All right. So yeah, don't disappoint your fathers, okay?
Yeah.
It was an inside job, okay? Don't make them just completely lose faith in their ability to raise children after the fact.
Why would you do that? There's something there. Like if your kid's gonna transition, fine. You know, things happen.
Can we talk about how exploitative fucking reality TV or daytime talk shows are? I mean, the fact that Maury Povich, I think he did like multiple decades worth of bringing DNA tests out on stage and just
unbelievable.
I mean, the fact that Americans just didn't go to work and watched that for years and years and years. I mean, it's just crazy.
Well, what about Jenny Jones? There was a murder.
Oh, yeah.
The guy's like, I brought you here because I wanted to tell you I'm gay for you. And he's like,
oh, yeah. And then he killed the guy. Yeah.
Dude, imagine that.
It's very, very dangerous stuff going on.
Well, I mean, someone today's goes, hey, dude, I'm gay. I think you're hot. You're like, I appreciate it. Not my thing.
Yeah.
Especially
very
when you get to my age, guys. Right. Anybody that's sexually attracted, you're like, I appreciate the compliment.
Yeah.
Not my thing.
And then, you'll go home and you'll think about it. You'll have some kind of dream that you vividly remember while you're in REM, but when you wake up, you're like, what was that?
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah, I've had those.
But so we have to
I've had them in using dreams. You ever have a using dream? You're like, I just, even though I didn't do needles, but I slammed dope and I was like, I relapsed. And you wake up, you're like, I didn't relapse. It's the best feeling ever. It is the best feeling ever.
Right.
Because it's the worst feeling ever, followed by the best feeling ever.
Yeah, that's sick.
Oh, it's like the worst.
It's like autoerotic asphyxiation, kind of.
You're like, I'm almost dead. I'm not. I came.
I'm actually not dying. I'm having an orgasm.
Yeah, but how do you get to that? How do you get there?
What?
With the belt thing. It's just like, how? That's a big reason why I'm not watching adult films anymore, because you just go down these things, and then next thing you know, there's a chick with a paw tattoo. You know what I'm saying? It's like, where are we going with this?
You don't have to go down those roads.
No, I don't. That's why I don't watch any of it.
Well, I mean, I think it's quite an indictment on you, sick puppy. I mean, why can't you just go to Pornhub and pull up like, I don't know.
I do. That was a joke.
No, it's not a joke. You go to porn and you see some like, oh, there's a plumber coming over. You're like, no way, this is not going to get me off. And then before you know, I have to swear this off.
Nope.
Yep. So let's go to this this painting that was commissioned for the Royals. I don't know if I
sent you one that I thought was very interesting.
Yeah, can you go to texts and
write down that time? Write down the time.
What do you mean?
Just write down the time. Just go.
Okay, Sam's social phone. And it's right there.
That one with the rabbit. Go off on
the rabbit. Oh, okay. The adrenochrome chemical compound.
Yeah, I mean, like, that guy pretty much breaks it down. I mean, there's something there for sure, right?
Well, or there's nothing there for sure.
Okay, Ryan, what is your thoughts? Because you're somewhat in the middle.
He's not in the middle at all.
He is. He's like in between us. You believe nothing. I believe everything.
I'm struggling to kind of make it out.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Point Dylan. Ring the bell, Dylan. It's very
No. We've not earned a bell ringing yet. But so this painting is okay. So the Royals are just. Can we just all admit the Royals are the kookiest? I mean, they're just the kookiest group of people. They have some very. There's some dark history, whether you want to get into the occult or whether you want to get into they branded millions of slaves with DY, the Duke of York. Can you imagine that?
What does that mean?
the slave trade, they would brand the slaves that they harvested.
Dude, how crazy is that?
DY.
Yeah, I mean, crazy.
Yeah, and I mean, what is
now
it?
we got DEI. It's almost the same thing.
It's
in
almost
a weird
the
way.
same thing. But I mean, think about somebody who's buying a slave. I mean, you want to put your own brand on that human being, right?
Like,
I mean,
how do you brand over that?
You can't brand over. It's too messy.
Yeah,
people don't know. Sorry. So they also, there's this thing about the crown jewels. You know the crown jewels?
No, tell me about it.
Well, there's this diamond called can you pull up that, what is it called? Like the Quar diamond. It's like one of the biggest diamonds in the world. And the Brits just stole it from the Sikhs. I think it was this like really, yeah. Can you zoom in on the, yeah, this thing.
I love that you look shocked that the British stole natural resources from brown people. Like you're like, can you believe that? You're like, oh, it's called History of Man.
Yeah, so History of Man. But this diamond was like a very spiritual diamond to the people of Punjab. And then the Brits just took it and popped it on a crown. Next thing you know, Camilla's popping around with it, smoking cigarettes.
I mean, what a waste of a diamond putting it on that.
But yes, this painting.
That's putting lipstick on a pit bull. Am I right, everybody?
This I love Camilla, dude.
You do? What do you love about her? That she gives all side bitches hope?
1,000,000%. Side bitches are real bitches.
They are real people.
They are real people. Can you go to the Instagram of Trudeau showing them Trudeau brought them on stage to do some kooky, well, I don't want to call it kooky. It's an indigenous ceremony. And Charles and Camilla are sitting there listening to this. Go ahead. Charles and Camilla just cannot stop laughing.
Dude, is Justin Trudeau like the biggest idiot or the greatest trickster ever? You really got to ask yourself.
The great Aladdin. He's the greatest trickster
What
ever.
does he do? First of all, he's like, these truckers are Nazis, but give this Nazi an applause.
Right.
Then he's like, let's bring in natives to air hump beatbox in front of the people who are basically the son of a woman convicted of taking natives and disappearing their kids. I mean, it's crazy. I bet you these two people got so much shit. They're like, what are you doing, dude? With the British? You know what their mom did? She got found guilty in a world court of the disappearance of 10 native Canadians.
Yeah. And that's not right? Right?
That's not right.
Isn't that? No, but I mean,
Canada did some fucked up shit.
Okay, so this painting, can you go back to Sam's tweet with the bunny rabbit adrenochrome? Okay, so I'm confused about where the bunny rabbit comes in because I've heard a lot about, and also,
well, because look at it, it looks like it has big ears.
Yeah,
that's
but
what
you can also take the adrenochrome thing and just there's a lot of turning and rotating and combining and ultravioleting going on, but this painting, even if it wasn't copied and then smushed together, which the original version of this is just him. What? That's the first painting we have of this guy?
I mean,
that's
can we all be honest that Prince Charles has been a giant bust for like a royal? Like, it's like a bit of real letdown.
It's like that president who got pneumonia and died in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's really what it is. I thought he had cancer. Now he's hanging out with paintings. Like, he's just all over the place. He just really doesn't want to work. That's the biggest thing. He just doesn't want to work.
And hey, we haven't forgot about it. What's up with Catherine, Princess of Duchess? Okay,
what? Like, that's
we haven't forgot about it. Where is she?
Where is she? Have we seen anything about her?
No.
Maybe it was her. Was her blood used for that painting?
The ring disappeared, even though it didn't, and then we just haven't seen her. So what's going on?
The ring did disappear.
No, it didn't.
Oh, you're just such a weirdo, dude. You just really, really... You're like that dad that just watched his son walk out in a dress, and it's like got to take it on national television.
If I told my father that 19 desert ninjas hijacked 3 planes and made 2 skyscrapers disappear, he would start crying. No. The
I had
opposite
a brief
of that.
moment with you talking to your dad. Your dad gets it. Your dad gets it.
No.
What happened to you? How come your dad gets it and you're just so off?
My father
Gets it.
My father was a mine and booby trapper in Vietnam, and he saw the commercial takeover of that land, and he was awakened to the evils of imperialism.
Respect to your father.
A couple buttons of peyote later, and he is awakened. But this, the middle of this picture, people were outlining it to be
like a demon, a bath mat.
Insert Moloch here.
Insert Moloch
always
here.
Insert Moloch here.
Yeah, well,
someone's got to advocate for Moloch. I don't understand, dude.
I will not. That's your lane.
100% I'll advocate for Moloch. So the Canaanites start fucking sacrificing kids to Moloch, and then all of a sudden Moloch, Moloch didn't have any say in that at all. He was like, I don't want you to put your children in jars and throw them in the ocean. I have nothing to do with that.
Hold on. You literally think Moloch did not want that? And he's like, hey. It's like when you're at your grandma's house. She's like, you're eating dessert. And he's like, I don't want dessert.
100%.
Oh, my God,
100%.
Oh,
the Knights of the Templar.
God have mercy on your butthole in the comments section.
Bring it on. You guys have already said all you can say. The Knights of the Templar, we've talked about this. They worshipped Moloch as a deity.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's good.
What do you mean? They were heroic peoples who shepherded pilgrimages from Europe to Jerusalem.
I don't know where you're going with this. I don't know where you're going with this.
Dude, craziest thing. Did you know the Knights of the Templar, that when they were slaughtering people, they had to have squires that, there's that famous battle where one of the guys said, kill them all and let God sort them out. That comes from the Knights of the Templar.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's not a Metallica song?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
But it sounds like a Metallica song.
Perfect.
Or, an Ed Harris line from some movie.
Oh, yeah. Ed Harris would love to say that. That's such an Ed Harris line.
I tried to make my nephew, who's 13, watch Apocalypse Now a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. How'd that go?
It didn't go well. He was
How long did he last?
Probably 35 minutes.
And then what did he say?
This is boring and violent.
Well, that's nice. But I mean, you just look at the substance of the movies are worse. The presentation of the movies are the best.
What do you mean the substance of the movie?
Basically what the movies are about. Like, movies are dog shit now.
Yeah.
That's why nobody goes to the movie theater. So, you want $30 to watch you take a hot steamer on the screen? Is that what you want me to do?
Well, I go to the cinemas all the time.
Yeah, you go to the adult movie theaters.
I do.
So you can pound your pud, okay?
No. There's a difference between adult movie theaters so I can pound my pud, which I do not go to. You go to them and you So, yeah, you do.
I do not.
Stop throwing your fucking shit on my side of the fence, okay? No, I go to adult theaters in that there are no children there. There are no teens trying to finger each other, and nobody opens their phones, okay? Those are the theaters I go to. What were we talking about? God damn it, man.
We're talking about the Knights Templar. And
that's right.
You advocating for Moloch. You're like the lawyer. You're like a lawyer for the guy from the Jinx. You're like, listen, we don't think he was there.
Yeah.
Next episode, yeah, he was there, but he didn't want to be there.
Right. So you're calling me Robert Shapiro?
Yeah, basically. You're Robert Shapiro for
demonic entities.
Yes.
But yeah, no, the Knights of the Templar. There was one famous battle where there were, I think, too many Muslims and too many Christians in the same place, and they were like, let's just kill them all. And there were squires that had to follow around the knights and wipe blood off the handles because there was so much blood that they couldn't continue killing. So they needed cleaners, like windshield wipers, essentially, in the form of little humans.
Almost like the fluffers of war.
Yes, the fluffers of war. Okay, so you think that this painting was commissioned purposely so that they could get around their demonic motivations with...
This guy doesn't hide any of it. He openly loves that he lives in Dracula's castle.
Yeah.
You know, he's like the worst of the trust fund kids you'll ever see. You ever see his pasty hands? It's so creepy how he's got puffy hot dog hands because he's never worked in his life. This guy has no purpose. He wakes up, he drinks blood, and he just waits to go to bed. That's his day.
Dude, could you imagine if you were just completely immune from inheritance tax and all of the property you had was like worth $40 billion?
Trillions, dude.
Well, their land holdings are probably worth trillions, but they're...
Yeah, and they just like get up. Like, I would love to see like him make a video, day in the life of the king.
Yeah.
Get up, scare children, drink their blood. Just see what time it is.
He starts vlogging like Casey Neistat. Yeah. So, RFK, I was listening to an interview with him. The lengths that this...
Real quick, will you look up RFK on Kill Tony, see if we can watch that set? Go on.
The lengths that this country is going to prevent him from getting on ballots, I don't know enough about the red tape to get onto 50 ballots, but it seems like it's intentionally more difficult when it comes to him. He was talking about, I think he was on Matt and Shane's, he was talking about how there are different rule sets to get on different ballots in different states. Like Texas, you need 100,000 signatures in 45 days. New York, you need to do something different. So you need to hire firms that make sure you're going about all of the steps perfectly so you don't fuck up and miss a state. Because if you fuck up and you're just not on a state,
yeah, you're done.
You're done.
Yeah.
You literally...
Unless it's Rhode Island.
Unless it's Rhode Island.
Right.
Or Maine.
You miss Maine. We're okay.
We're still going to win.
Yeah, we're okay. We're still going to win.
What do they get? Half a delegate?
Yeah,
or half an
yeah.
electoral? So I was thinking about, can you imagine the pressure? You're working for RFK. You believe in his platform. I cannot do clerical work, period. I can't fill out. If it's a piece of paper that has too many boxes and too many tear away this part and too many tax I go into panic. I can't do this.
For sure.
They have to fill out 5,000 pages of that shit.
And this is where you're susceptible to sabotage.
Exactly. So they hired a firm in, I think, California, and they found out, you have to be like a Corleone when you're doing this stuff. You have to have a certain amount of distrust in everybody that works for you. They found out that they were intentionally fucking up some of the reporting.
100%.
And if RFK's team had just trusted them and left that unchecked, he would have missed that state. And he thinks that the firm that they hired was paid by the DNC.
100%. 100%.
So fucked up.
When you get into some of the people that we know who got canceled, not the one that was on the show, but other ones, and you look at the people who try to cancel them, when you go into their background, they were DNC interns.
Crazy.
Right? I mean, they don't care.
Dude, it makes me so sad with Callan because I didn't know how fucking unbelievable he was at stand-up until I started working for him.
Oh, he's the best.
God, he's so funny.
I have 5 guys that I think are, and it's so crazy because none of them are they're comics consider them, and we'll watch this.
Yeah.
Comics consider them the man.
Yeah.
But the industry really doesn't do anything with that.
Yeah. It's like, Callan's like a punching bag on all of these podcast clips that went viral and made everybody's careers. But him on stage is crazy. It's crazy. He's so good.
He's so good.
So
It's
good.
Brian Callen, Tony Rock, Orny Adams, Amir K, and Dustin Yarbrough are the fucking 5 killers.
I know.
And if you put a show with them together, it'd be the greatest show you've ever seen.
Yeah.
And none of them are on Netflix right now.
Right.
None of them.
Yeah.
And they all should be.
Yeah.
And it's just super tragic that the industry just, oh no, we want, and this is why the industry needs to die,
Yeah.
right? It just
Yeah.
needs to die. So here's a clip of RFK Jr. on Kill Tony at the Forum, which is so insane
Which
to me.
forum out here?
Yeah. What other forum is there?
Listen, as it left my mouth, I was like, he's going to tear me apart. He's going to rip me open.
Here we go.
Can you full screen it, Ryan? Wow.
Look at that. That's where Magic Johnson played basketball.
A lot of angry comments out back in the green room, as they said, if I come out here and I get a laugh, I'm going to wreck it for William Montgomery. I don't know who William Montgomery is. My family, as it turns out, loves William Montgomery too. They can't explain why they like William Montgomery. They just say, well, he's been around a long, long time, and he's not you.
Okay.
Who's the guy in the beard?
Can we stop watching this?
Why?
I think it's Post Malone because it's not.
It is Post Malone. You're
Doesn't
right.
have anything to do with conspiracies, and he's not funny.
What do you mean? He's doing stand up. Okay, stop it. I thought he did great.
Yeah, no, he did do great.
Why people are like, I didn't do well. He sounds like he's doing well.
Yeah, he sounds like he's doing really well.
Oh, maybe okay. It seems like he made a joke about his brain worm.
Oh, cool. Okay. Oh, my brain worm wrote some jokes for me.
It's very funny. It's got a lot of information. This is where I get most of my facts. A lot of his stuff is conspiracy theories. You have to filter that out. But he's funny. Oh. There were 2 leprechauns. And they were knee-walking drunk. They were so drunk.
Oh, dude, that was so set up.
Okay.
Good for him, dude.
Can you stop it?
You know, it's better. Stop, but it's better than him. You remember when the one billionaire was like desperate to meet, to try to get in the race, so he hired those 2 rappers, and it was like it was like this billionaire white guy dancing with 2 rappers.
Oh, was that the guy that? Who was the dude that made the financial modeling?
I don't know, but it was the funniest pandering I've ever seen in my life. That was actually good.
Yeah, no. Listen, RFK is
so when he starts talking about leprechauns, that's when you walk out.
Yeah.
Okay,
she stops him from.
Yeah, okay. Don't do a street joke here. Yeah. Kill Tony, and I'll walk out, and everyone will know me from.
I adore Cheryl Hines so much. The show died when they got divorced. It just died when they got divorced because she was his anchor to
reality.
The show was unfucking believable. It was perfect when she was on, and then everybody started paying attention. I was like, "What the fuck?" It's like bad now. Anyways,
I didn't watch it. I'm thinking about just going through it and watching it. I've never watched. I've watched episodes. I've watched them, but I never got into it like everybody else.
The first 5 or 6 seasons are like the funniest things ever.
Well, it's just so funny watching Larry David's trajectory and Jerry Seinfeld's trajectory, and you're like, why doesn't Jerry go, hey dude, maybe we should get the band back together?
Did you see? Hey, get in the comments. Let us know if you saw Unfrosted and how hilarious it was. Did you hear about this?
I heard it's not good.
Yeah, no, it can't be good. So
there's things about Seinfeld I really like, and then there's things I've heard about him that I absolutely despise.
Sure.
So it's this weird thing, but I've never seen anybody. It's so obvious who made shit happen.
Yeah.
Right?
Jerry's. I don't want to get into Jerry. He's obviously a legend, but he is very aware that he's a legend, and it makes me sick.
Yeah.
But
dude, it is a crazy world where Jerry Seinfeld is the highest paid ever actor in Hollywood. Ever. Think of all the amazing actors.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
I mean, just go on forever. We could literally do this for the rest of the show. And then you power rank the acting on Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Where does anyone have them out of the 4? Anything higher than 4?
Well, I mean, Michael Richards was
okay. You're holding the N-word against him. Let's say we live in a world where Michael Richards does not call a black heckler the N-word.
Oh well, a lot.
Okay.
I mean, he said it a lot.
He said the N-word a lot?
Oh, yeah. And he was like, back in the day, we would have you strung up by your heels or something. Maybe it was your neck. He lost his mind that night. Not good. The funniest thing is seeing him go on Letterman to apologize.
Can we watch that?
No, because it's not. I don't. We have conspiracies to talk about, but Jerry goes on Letterman and brings Michael Richards on via satellite. This was before Zoom or anything, and Michael Richards is doing it's like a cancel culture apology before cancel culture, and he's just saying how sorry he is, and the audience is just laughing because he's very demure and he's super somber, and Jerry's like, stop laughing, it's not funny, and they have to it's so bizarre. But RFK was talking about,
well, hold on real quick, just so you know how different it was. There's a famous scene on a night talk show where Hunter S. Thompson is on there, and did you bring this up? Mm-hmm. Where they brought, we already talked about it, where they brought in the Hells Angels guy, and he had beef with him, because he stopped, because Hunter S. Thompson had stopped a guy from beating his wife.
That's how many drugs Hunter S. Thompson was on. The suppressed bravery in us all gets brought out.
Yeah.
Even though it's a Hell's Angel doing it. I mean, he got the fuck beat out of him.
Guy's like, hey man, you don't get in the way of a man and his wife, okay? Yeah. And the crowd is laughing and clapping.
Yeah, really, really bizarre. It was like Dick Cavett or something. Everybody's smoking. But so RFK was talking about how he was in maximum security prison for protesting this. I had no idea about this. There's this place in Puerto Rico. Can you find this? There's a Wikipedia and a YouTube. Okay, so can you zoom in on that? No, go back.
Why is she fully clothed on the beach?
She's a reporter. So. What is it? Vikas? Can you zoom in on the Ryan? God damn it! Vieques. Have you heard about this?
Vieques, Puerto Rico?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So this was...
Why'd you just yell right there?
I was just doing a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I never get mad at Ryan. Ryan can do no wrong.
Ryan is the little Bambi deer here. Yeah, just full of light.
He's our little white angel.
Yeah, he's our little white angel.
So roll the YouTube video because Sam needs to know about this place.
I'm in one of the most beautiful places in the Caribbean. This is the island of Vieques, which is in Puerto Rico. But what you can't see are the thousands of active explosives left behind here by the U.S. Navy.
And she's just watching the beach.
And the way they're going about cleaning up their toxic mess is actually hurting the locals and the environment. Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory, which means residents here are American citizens. But as a small island off the main island, Vieques has suffered years of neglect. And now, with no main hospital after Hurricane Maria and little economic opportunity, many are leaving. At the same time, wealthy Americans from the mainland are buying up prime real estate.
This house is listed for $4.5 million.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's worth every penny.
Even though part of the island
piece
are
of
still
shit.
off limits.
Well, keep rolling.
Yeah, I don't want to go over there and get blown up.
Nobody wants to go over there and get blown up, that's for sure.
What?
It's crazy.
This peaceful trail I'm on is where the Navy trained for war and dropped hundreds of thousands of bombs for years. Today, it's a national wildlife refuge, which is ironic because it's simultaneously a Superfund site full of toxic munitions that are still littered all over the land and sea. And I've actually seen signs like this that say explosive hazard everywhere. Until 2003, this refuge was a U.S. Navy range, where the military trained for conflicts like World War II, the Vietnam War, and the Cuban Missile Crisis. The land, which makes up 1/2 of the island, is now one of the most hazardous waste sites in the U.S. The Navy's been cleaning up the remnants of their war games by blowing up old bombs, a process called open detonation, which they insist is safe. But some residents are concerned about the health effects from the chemicals released by each new explosion.
What type of munitions are we talking about exactly that the Navy left behind here?
They have basically used everything but the kitchen sink.
This is Daniel Rodriguez. He's the EPA's point person in Vieques. The EPA is overseeing the cleanup.
You can find large munitions, like 2,000-pound bombs, and munitions as small as 20 millimeters. So you had all kind of training activities here.
Dude, it is so crazy to me. I've seen it.
So yeah, so
Okay.
there's
This is what's so crazy.
yeah.
And this is what people don't understand. And this is why, like, why nobody's joining the military anymore. Okay? Because the budget keeps going up, but they spend less money on everything. So they just hoard the money. These giant military industrial complex companies just hoard all the money. They don't spend it. They just hoard it.
Well, you have to pay people. You don't have to pay a rocket.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So we just keep upping this money, this budget, and nothing. And it's just, this is why people don't join the military, because they realize that they're just being used to stormtroop on brown people. Like, you can go in there and fucking clean this all up if you really had any heart. You really had any heart. You go clean this shit up, but you won't, because that's part of your bottom line.
There's depleted uranium and so many chemicals all over that island. All over that island.
It's just gross.
And it's a U.S. territory. I mean, it's pretty insane.
Yeah, it's just like, well, dude, it's like someone was talking about this. Like, Japan's in trouble. Like, Japan's got real problems.
What do you mean?
Nobody wants to bang Japanese chicks.
Oh, okay.
That's why if you're an American, you just go over there, you got like 80 of them. And you just hope you can remember whose name's who, right? That's kind of how it goes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, sure.
Right?
Sure.
But you look at their technology, they're so far ahead of us. I don't know why. Maybe they're homogenized population that takes care of each other. I don't get it. But what you see in America is just more and more third world, because we are ran by energy vampires that just don't give a shit about anything other than that scumbag's going, this is worth $4 million. It's worth every penny.
Let me tell you something.
How are you not like, dude, I'm coming off like a real douchebag.
Yeah. It's worth every penny.
It's worth every penny.
God damn, dude.
It's like,
you are
what
horrible.
a piece of shit.
Yeah, no, it's what are
you doing right now? What is that?
It's sick.
You sound like a printer that broke down.
Yeah, no. I agree. I mean, it's
just unbelievable. This is why nobody wants to join the military.
Dude, I was listening to some idiot talk about something, and I'm
well done.
I'm no
great.
different, but dude, it got me thinking the other day. And I listen, if you enjoy the show, keep watching the show and tell all of your friends and family about it. Steal their credit cards and go to patreon.com/aka Deepwater. Sign up. So, but there are so many shows, podcasts, and they're just propagated and filled with morons. And people are just listening to. We listen to so much stuff.
Just
Dylan, read books.
I can't agree more with you,
dude.
And what people are talking about in these insane times. And I get it. When George Carlin and Bill Hicks were around, you got your news once an hour on the television and you read the newspaper, and that was it.
Yeah.
Now everyone's just saturated in news, right? So I get that you kind of want to escape it and you just want to hear about fart jokes, and which I love.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we love fart
jokes. I've had to poop for an hour. Okay. There you go.
That is so brutal, dude.
I'm just holding it. You ever been stuck in traffic and been like, thank God I've never took it in the B, because I would have zero ability to control this.
Well, I mean, shitting your pants is a loss of will. You don't need to shit your pants really ever.
Well, sometimes if you drink too much coffee,
no, it's giving
and you
up.
just get jacked. You're like, oh, and you just. You shart? You
Yeah.
shart the magic sauce?
No, it's quitting. When you shit your pants, you quit. Okay, and there's no excuse for it.
But what was I talking about? I don't
You were
even-
talking about.
it's just
This is
it's
what you were
just-
talking about. If you get fucked in the ass once, you can't hold your shit in.
Yeah,
for the rest
that's
of your
basically
life.
what I'm trying to
That's
say.
what you were talking about.
But when you just watch what's being talked about on stage, it is so insane to me.
Yeah.
Like what is being done on stage versus what is happening in the world.
What do you mean?
It couldn't be like what people choose to talk about and what is actually happening on a street level is just so.
Are you talking about like Bill Burr saying shoot around human shields? Is that what you're talking about?
Well, we can get into that. We can get into that discussion because it's very interesting how people clip that because like him and Bill Maher pretty much agreed on everything except for that point.
Yeah.
You know, and everyone's like cutting it up, going, look, he's just leaning into, and it's like, I know Bill Burr. He doesn't return my texts anymore, mostly probably because of my pronoun joke. But
Yeah, yeah.
I love Bill Burr.
Well, his wife is trans, so.
Whoa, I did not
I'm
say
kidding.
that.
It was a joke because she's obviously a black woman.
I did not say that.
It was a joke.
That's on you. Bill Burr's wife is gorgeous.
She's amazingly gorgeous.
Okay, that is Dylan Wren, not Sam Tripling.
How you doing?
Okay, I did not say I think she's gorgeous. His kids are beautiful people. I am pro Bill Burr, even though he does not return my text.
Okay.
But let me just say that. But I know Bill Burr's thoughts, and I know what Bill Burr decides to talk about, and I get it. I really do get it.
Are you saying that it's
well, you know, it's like someone told me about me and what these are. I have nothing to lose. He has everything to lose.
Yeah, absolutely.
And when you do have the keys to the kingdom.
Yes.
Okay.
You have to protect the bag.
You have to, but I know that's not how he really feels.
Yeah. So you have to protect the bag, right? So when someone says, "Are you pro-Israel, pro-Palestine?" you say, "I'm pro-kids."
That's a nice way around it.
Right. Yeah. That's
without
a really,
actually
really
getting in trouble
easy
for
way
it.
to say.
Right.
Yeah.
So I found it interesting. I gotta be honest with you, Bill Burr. I've seen a lot of people on there that would do way better than me. I don't know. I could last 2 minutes with Bill Burr before I just start scorching him.
Dude, that podcast, I want to see that show.
It will never happen.
So bad.
I don't know if I can go. Do you know who that Jesse Lee guy is? The old black guy? Amazing. I'm doing his show next week.
Are you
I've done
really?
it before, yeah. In Patterson.
Someone take him behind the barn. I mean, why the fuck is that guy?
Because he's hilarious.
He's hilarious.
That's immersion. That's immersion.
Do you think black people are dumber than white people?
That's immersion.
God, that guy's awful.
I love him, dude. I love him. It's
but
great.
yes, one of the foolish people I was watching on a podcast said, you know, like something about how we've got like way more soldiers than we used to, and we would wreck China or something like that. We have 1 million people in the armed forces right now. It might be, and I understand that it's very ironic because I fit into the tapestry of idiots talking on podcasts very easily.
Yeah, but what you're talking about is somewhat important.
Yeah, so we had 16 million people in the military in World War II. We have a 16th of that now.
Yeah, but there was also a draft for that, right?
Yeah, there was
so
a draft
you
for
were forced.
that. But even if there wasn't a draft, we would have had a lot more people in the military because, you know, there was something worth fighting for.
Well, that was that's the naivety of that time.
No, right? I don't think that the military-industrial complex was as robust at the beginning of World War II as it is in Vietnam. And
okay. So we can get into that, but you know, I'm studying.
You have to go to jiu-jitsu, so we can.
Well, no, but okay. But I was studying.
What are you going to do in jiu-jitsu? You're gonna try to get somebody in an arm bar and shit yourself.
Yeah, I will. My biggest thing is I studied. I'm reading this book right now. It's taken forever, but it's called Wall Street and the Rise of Hitler, and you just study that the Bank of England and Wall Street completely funded the rebuild of the German military. So that's why we were naive that we were sold something, and it was just, again, bankers banking. Bankers banking.
Bankers be banking.
Bankers be banking.
Is that our merch? So we have to talk about this cicadas, but Sam's got to head out.
Very interesting. Everything is data, buddy.
Oh, speaking of everything being data, there's a super bloom of cicadas coming to the Midwest and the South right now.
Oh, man.
Have you heard about this?
No. That has nothing to do with this, right?
Well, a little bit. Can you play this?
A super bloom happening. It's the first time in 200 years that these various batches of cicadas are all aligning. It's going to be like bad, like billions of cicadas hatching at the same time.
Dude, what is this? Some fucking biblical prophecy shit?
That noise they make, dude. It's deafening in the suburbs of Chicago.
They're suggesting that homeowners get ear protection and cover their pools. More than 1 trillion cicadas, according to Time magazine.
Can you imagine seeing 1 trillion bugs? This is like the most historic thing that's ever.
But it's all this shit's starting to happen right now, dude.
How
all this shit.
Disgusting is that? But there was this program called
Fucking
Cicada
Jew.
3301 where, what did you say?
Yeah, I said fucking Jew.
Oh my God. You've been one giant dog fart today.
Go on.
There was this program called Cicada 3301, which was this like, you cannot convince me that the CIA wasn't behind this.
100%.
There were puzzles that were administered on 4chan to see if who could hack the best.
And then these people disappear.
And then these people get fucking sheep dipped.
Yeah.
And they become one of the trillion cicadas.
That's half the hacking stuff. So there's this crazy video that this woman put. I forget what her name is, but I did it on Deep Conspiracy Rewinds. But she basically was breaking down that this woman named, I think Jada Hunter is her name.
Mm-hmm.
She worked in intelligence, and she there's a group out there, demographic called the accelerators, right? I think that's it.
Ooh, that's a badass name.
You know, and they're basically, they believe in like accelerating the downfall of the U.S. government and all that stuff.
Sick, dude.
And then, so this woman discovered this. She started doing all this data. She was in intelligence. She started doing all this data. And then she discovered that within this accelerant group was this group called the 9 Angles, which is a very dark satanic group. And then she dug deeper and she found within that group the FBI. Right?
Get in the comments. Let us know what you thought of the episode.
Disappeared.
No.
The Jada chick disappeared. And she's intelligent. Nobody's heard from her since. It's crazy.
If they came to you and said, we'll give you $1 billion.
Nope. I've already talked about this on the show. It will never happen. I don't want anything. I don't want to be super famous, and it looks like that's not happening. Okay. And I also don't want to be in any, I just really just want to sell 300 tickets in a room, and that's all I really want to do.
Who wants to be super famous?
Dude, who wants to be like, even like podcast famous? Like everyone just cut your shit up and wow, I'm a baby.
Well, I mean, you make $500,000 a month. That sounds great. Join us at patreon.com/AKADeepWaters. Follow me on Instagram at DylanPeteRen. Listen to Bad TV. Go to samtripoli.com for live dates. Comment. Follow Ryan at Whitest Guy You Know on Instagram.
Is that really your thing?
No.
It should be.
What is yours, Ryan?
I don't have an Instagram.
What?
What's the pod? Plug the pod.
Well, you follow me on Twitter, West Coast Smitty.
West Coast Smitty. He does. He puts new rims on cars, and he does great cherry paint finishing. I love that. We love you guys very much. We'll see you next week.
Go to samtripoli.com. I'm going to be in La Jolla this weekend, followed by, I actually have a Costa Mesa gig coming up that I have to put on there. Then Morris Plains with Eddie Bravo, and then I got more gigs coming. Don't you worry about it. And then Broadbrook, Connecticut. We're back in one of my favorite venues to play. Thank you guys for listening.
Welcome
to deep waters.
Where are you going right now?
So they crank the 5G up, and then we just all get shaken and bacon microwave. I love it.
I didn't say that, you absolute moron.
There was no dinosaurs. Those were Nephilim giants from the Bible.
And Lucifer is in the Vatican?
Yes.
Oh, okay, got it.
I think space is probably like just a giant liquid. Build it up, seal the well. When it's about to collapse, release the gays.
Are you going to get the jab?
Never.
Conspiracy Social Club, aka Deep Waters.